and as a longtime fan of Blue Bloods, I must say that the departure of Jack, played by Tony Terraciano, seems to be a deliberate shift in his career path, from an actor to a doctor. It appears that Terraciano is following his passion for medicine while keeping his acting roots alive, much like the Reagans protect everyday people on the show. Initially, Tony Terraciano played a significant role as Jack Reagan on the show Blue Bloods, set around an Irish Catholic family in New York City who have a low history in law enforcement. However, from season 10 onwards, his character's screen time gradually decreased. Despite being canceled, which left many viewers disappointed, the series continues to captivate audiences with its gripping police procedural format and an exceptional cast at its core. And the Reagan family is large and with many branches. Jack Reagan, played by Tony Terraciano, is the eldest son of Daniel and Linda, Amy Carlson. A soft-spoken and mild-mannered young man, Jack is much more even-tempered than his fiery family members. Introduced in the pilot of the series, Jack was a starring character on Blue Blood until season 10, when he became a guest. The number of episodes he appeared in every season gradually lessened, and so far, Terraciano hasn't even shown up for the final season. The character Jack Reagan stopped appearing on Blue Bloods because in season 9, episode 5, Thicker Than Water, it was written that he went off to college. In real life, the actor Terraciano, who played Jack, actually enrolled at Vanderbilt University in 2018. He pursued a degree in neuroscience and pre-med, graduating in 2022. Following his university education, Terraciano immediately attended medical school at Albert Einstein College of Medicine to earn his Doctor of Medicine, with plans to graduate in 2026. This real-life decision by Terraciano seems to echo the path taken by his character Jack Reagan on the show. By chance, Jack mentioned his aspiration to become a doctor during the filming of Blue Bloods. Interestingly, the Albert Einstein College of Medicine is situated in the Bronx New Break symbol of York, which happens to be close to where Blue Bloods was shot. This proximity allowed Terraciano to make occasional appearances throughout the series, thus keeping Jack Reagan's character somewhat Aston at present, thus to take 15 Crafter 17 in portions of Parison and Gentles. This is a conflict to present by character system and quote, to send present. As a diehard film enthusiast, I noticed that Tony Terraciano's LinkedIn profile still lists him as a professional actor at CBS Television Studios. His page looks freshly updated. His current photo suggesting it was taken on a college campus, a deliberate choice to keep his acting details intact. However, the good doctor in me, yes, I've got an ND and work in the medical field, finds it intriguing that he hasn't shared any plans about continuing his acting journey, or not. It's rare for a medical profession like mine, for a side hustle to I can't help but wonder what's next for this versatile guy. And Terraciano has had a successful early actor career as an actor in Blue Bloods. But he clearly wants to keep his options open by studying medicine. He's also spoken about not considering himself a star or having an interest in fame, telling CBS News, occasionally, while at the cinema, someone may spot me and my companions might exclaim, "I can't believe you're an actor," to which I usually respond, "Really?" Pursuing a profession in the medical sector would provide Terraciano with contentment, employment, and the opportunity to live an ordinary, fulfilling life, similar to the characters the Reagan strives to safeguard in each episode of Blue Bloods. Over the course of the series, Jack isn't the only one whose presence has diminished. Unlike other regular characters who departed, their absence hasn't just resulted in fewer episodes as featuring them. On the contrary, these characters have fully exited the show, and in certain instances, their characters were written off permanently, sometimes even through death. In one of the initial cast departures, Jennifer Esposito's character, Jackie Curatola, was written off the series due to storyline reasons.
as her real-life diagnosis with celiac disease necessitated a modified work schedule. Unfortunately, producers decided to remove her from the show instead of accommodating her needs. The plot device used to explain her absence was that her character had become exhausted by detective work and needed a change. Esposito has since reappeared on the show for guest appearances.
As a devoted fan, I've always looked forward to Andy Carlson's portrayal of Linda Reagan on our beloved series, from being a recurring character in the early seasons to make a series regular by season 5. She truly made the show what it was.
However, when her contract expired at the end of season 7, she chose not to renew it for seasons 8 and beyond. Unfortunately, her character's arc took a tragic turn, with Linda meeting her end in a helicopter crash while assisting a patient during the transition between seasons 7 and 8. This meant that the actress didn't get a chance to bid farewell to the show through an on-screen goodbye.
The core cast of Blue Bloods has largely stayed consistent throughout its broadcast. However, some recurring characters have appeared for extended periods of multiple episodes and then disappeared. This isn't unusual for a police precinct show, where it can be explained that 2 officers aren't always working the same cases or even the same shifts. It's more notable when these characters are closely associated with the Reagan family.